Hi, welcome back to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your guide into the world of Chinese. We are going to continue this journey of entering into the Chinese language and culture through expressions, just one expression a day. And yesterday we talked about 誓不罢休. So once you made a promise to somebody or yourself, you're not going to stop or rest until you reach your goal. So it's really good meaning. It means persist. And look at this complicated word. Is the ba, a original meaning, the nest with some capable animal or humans or talents, right? That's the origin of ba. So today we continue with expression of 不休. So we have 不罢休, right? 不罢休. So now we remove the 罢. We have to stop. They're out. We only have not rest, right? So you're doing something, you're not going to stop. You're not going to rest, actually. But here, like a 不休 also, 休, take a break, right? Also means you're not going to pause. You're not going to stop. And 叠叠. So now I guess this is the first time we have two exact the same sound and meaning words adding up together, make a double sound. But actually that kind of expression is quite common in Chinese. When we describe something, we sometimes use double sound to make actually one meaning. So in English, we have chit chat, right? Chit chat, two sounds, but they often go together to means talk, small talk, basically, quick, small, insignificant talk, right? So here is kind of similar, that it's a little bit different connotation. So 叠叠 simply has the meaning of nagging. I mean, the whole thing means nagging, but you can see the mouse on the side, right? Normally mouse is a rectangular look like this, but because now it becomes part of the component, so it gets like narrower on the side. So the mouse on the side means verbal. This is something related to speaking. And the 叠 on the right side is a sound maker. So again, classical, bigger sound maker, smaller meaning maker on the side, and double character, double sound, 叠叠 is to, I guess, to emphasize that you have two of them even, because you see the whole characters for 50% is talking about the same thing, right? So that gives you a sense of repetitiveness of this, droning, monotonous sense of is continuously non-stop talking. So this whole expression create this nagging feel to you. So 喋喋不休 mostly apply to women. I guess women are kind of persist in making their points across, and a lot of times they're not really, tuned in, listen to. So they have to keep saying, try to make it across, but it's only counterproductive. So I try not to nag, but it's part of my nature or stereotyped nature. I guess guys like to talk as well, some guys. So nagging is 喋喋不休. Okay, so here I picked an interesting picture of contemporary people's concerns, because every year we have Spring Festival. That's a family gathering comparable to America's Thanksgiving. So it's family gathering together, or Christmas, right? And you have some time spending time hanging around with your family, with your folks, and then there will be such conversations asking you, like, okay, I'm going to go through each one of them quickly. 有对象了吗? Do you have any dates? Do you have boyfriend, girlfriends, right? And 年终奖多少啊? How much is your year-end bonus? Okay, Chinese has a very, especially among families, they don't have a good boundary of, they ask everything. And 买房买车了吗? Have you bought a house or cars yet? Because housing and cars also like a big almost become symbols of where you are in your life, right? I guess in the West as well, like housing is still like a big deal. Chinese too, is whether you have housing is a big indicator of how you're doing, how like a career-wise or life-wise, how well settled or established you are. 啥时候要孩子呀? Like if, okay, you have your dates and you do get married, and then the next question will lead to, when do you plan to have a baby? I mean, in America here, right, it's basically none of your business. But in Chinese society, it's okay to ask. And that's what you're going to be grilled if you're going to spend some holiday time with your family. And then, of course, it will ask your monthly salary and questioning your decision. Why don't you continue to grad school? So in Chinese, I guess grad school is still highly respected. Choice, like if you're going to get into government jobs or like a better, going into higher rank later on in whatever you do, better go to graduate school. So that's still a thing in China. So, and then this one is even more intruding. Ask, okay, so now you do have a boyfriend. How well-to-do is your boyfriend's family? Do they have money? Basically, are they well to do financially? So all of this are the commonly asked concerns, and that's kind of intruding questions that I put at the bottom here. You see all these women's faces, and these are all presumably married women already down, in their fixed lane of life, right? At least that's the image portrayed, that they are going to spend their leisure, like it's their leisure sport almost, like to watch their relatives, like the next generation of young girls and boys who haven't been fixed into their lanes yet, to ask their directions, to ask their status, to chit chat about their choices, question their choices. So they feel they're entitled to do so. And the younger generation, they try everything they can to stay away from such a situation, to become the target or the detention center. So it's a kind of funny situation, but it also brought up a lot of concerns about like a finance or relationship, how well you're doing, basically. And so the bottom expression, I put a 七大姑八大姨. So before one child policy, Chinese families are encouraged to have more offspring, more children per family. So a lot of times, my parents' generation, they have 5, 9, so like you name it, a lot. It's so that's their generation, and oftentimes you could have 七 is 7, 八 is 8, right? We saw this 八 before. So you could have 7 aunties from your dad's side, and you have 8 aunties from your mom's side. Altogether, 15 women aunties senior to you, right? They are going to bomb you with such questions. Imagine that. It's quite comical. But I guess that generation is disappearing because people of my generation, where we are under the one-child policy, there's no such thing of cousins. I mean, cousins we could still, but siblings no more. So you're never, the generation after us, never going to have to face 7 aunties, 8 aunties together, 15 to ask you, like such scenery is going to be gone. That was a concern, I guess, to my generation. And that's, I feel, appropriate imagery to bring to illustrate how powerful or unbearably upsetting it could be to be nagged at by a whole room full of your entitled, because they are your senior, And these aunties especially, they are not, they don't have sense of boundary. They will ask away all their questions. So that's nagging. Hope you enjoy the show and see you another day. Thank you.